Hello, everyone, and welcome to NinjaChris Live. I'm your host, Chris. As you may have figured, I am here, and oh, you look like you're here as well. So, welcome to everybody. You all look great, like crunchy nut cornflakes. No, that's frosted. Anyway, that's me rambling on. Yes, I have noticed it's been very warm, so I have my fan well prepared, well switched on. I have it up to its highest level, so yeah, I've got to be prepared for that. It's wow, kind of hot. It's not just hot; it's the wow, it's hot kind of weather. It's ooh, ooh. You need about 20 fans around you, and you may feel a bit cool. You may feel a bit cooler because I've got my windows open, fans. It's when you open a window, it's blowing in hot air as well, isn't it? So yeah, that hot. It's really annoying hot weather. It's just and really, really sweaty. Anyway, I haven't really came here to start talking about the weather. It's called Get Me to the Church on Time. So that means that I actually started going to church a couple of weeks ago and hope to go again tomorrow. So tomorrow will be my third time going to church, which I never thought I would ever, ever be saying, but yeah, I'm going to church now, and the reason for that is mostly because I want to meet people, kind of like I did at the YMCA. I want to try and communicate with actual human beings, like we used to do in the old times. Very old times for some people. They actually used to have conversations. Now all our conversations are on social media and stuff. So I'm trying to think I want to try and break that trend a little bit. I want to actually talk to someone because you notice how much more confident we are when we're online. I mean, I probably wouldn't be able to do or say any of what I'm saying right now if I was out on the street. I couldn't stand up on a stage and belt out all the stuff that they do on the stage in the church. I never thought that the church was going to be so professional and relaxed at the same time. They had a stage and they had the lower floor and they had the balcony, which is where I spend most of my time sat because, well, I wanna listen to what they say, but I also want to stay out the way. Don't really want to get involved too much too soon because I don't really know everybody there, but I know, and I enjoyed myself, and yeah, I got good communication because people actually walk up to you and actually want to talk to you. They walk up, they shake your hand and everything. It's really really good. It's not the sort of thing that I'm used to having somebody walk up to me and just converse with me. But that sort of thing happens now when I go to church, when I go to the YMCA. I get conversation. I get to talk to a real human being, and I know what it feels like to talk to a human. Because I just assumed when you talk online, that's the same sort of thing. But you get that feeling of pride and like you've achieved something when you actually have a conversation with a person because you know that that person has at least heard what you've said. If you say something online, they could have completely ignored it. How do I know that they actually read that message? They could have just scanned read it, never even bothered to take any of the information in. How do I know? At least you get the pressure of conversation in real life. You can't just walk off, go for a pee, and then come back 5 minutes later and they've not pushed for an answer. You kind of pushed for an answer if you talk to somebody in real life. You can't wait. They need some sort of response. It doesn't have to be a big response. It just has to be an acknowledgement. Sometimes it's just a nod of the head, so it proves that you're actually listening. I may not understand a word they're saying, but I just nod in politeness, like I just let them go on. It's like I have no idea, but I still nod, and then if I've got some questions, I may ask them, and I'll keep conversation move. I'll help keep the conversation moving, or they will. But conversation is still happening, which is really, really important in this day and age. Face-to-face communication, that's what we need. So the church, as weird as it may sound for a person like me, it was a really good place to go. Oh no, I got a free coffee out of it as well, so it's not all bad at all. You can't go wrong to free coffee. Not that that's all the reason why, but it's good for a social thing when you go and you just have a cup of coffee. Yeah, I'm doing it. Yes, I'm doing coffee like that because chucking it in the air is going to do me great. Yeah, it's not cold either. It's a shower of coffee. Oh, no, 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 no. I've already covered myself in tea in the past when I was a little baby. When I was a little baby. That's why I've got some marks left over on my skin. Don't worry, I'm not going to show you because they're all on my body parts that I ain't giving you all that pleasure. Sorry, ladies. Not this time. This is a clean show. I'm a professional. Don't worry. Keep me kitten. 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 Yeah. Anyway, yeah, going to church. It's good. It's good. It's the funny ones where I have to. It's funny because the bus service runs a bit later, and they have more distance between each bus arriving, so it's harder to get the bus correct. And when they pull in, I've got to literally almost leg it to the church because it pulls in at 10:05, and the service starts at 10:15, and I've got to walk across town in less than 10 minutes. It's good fun. Thankfully, I think I've worked out a way to do it, and they're not really strict on when you arrive. But I always want to be there a bit early so I can see them setting up and see how it works, kind of scouting things out for myself, seeing what's what before I get started, what's there, what to expect, and maybe talk to one of the head guys and see what they're doing today and just have a chat with them, kind of get the lowdown on whatever's going on. To me, I'm a sneaky guy. I like to know every little detail. Most of the time, I walk in and go up onto the balcony, sit down, and well, that's what it's been so far. The last two, I've just gone up in the balcony, sat there, listened to them on stage, and boy, the music that they play is really loud. So I'm kind of I pray, funnily enough, for the music to just die down a bit. I'm sat at the other end of the room and I'm like, gee, come on. It can sometimes, it did give me a headache sometimes, but it's good to feel part of something. I'm trying to. So I've got the YMCA, I've got the church on Sundays. There may be other things that they're doing because I spoke to the guy who invited me a couple of weeks ago down at the river, guys. I was just out there minding my own business. These couple of guys came up, really, really nice guys, because they were patient with me. They let me process the situation, because when they started coming up to me, they were talking about God and everything, and I was just like, yeah, I'm a mistake, so what? But they carried on, and as they carried on talking, I gradually got more brave, and I started having a conversation back like any normal person would. So it's good. It's good. Just if you ever talk to me and I'm very, very dismissive, just give me a little bit of time because I'm trying to process the situation because I'm not used to people walking up to me and just wanting conversation like that. It's not my style. But I will have a good conversation with you if you give me a few minutes, just to just to get used to the idea of you're talking to me. Why are you talking to me? I'm usually sat here on my own, but I gotta be prepared that somebody may actually want to talk to me. Somebody may actually bother to talk to me. Yes. And I realise I've just been rambling, and if you don't mind, I could do with a little drink. Oh dear. Oh, well, while I'm doing that, I'm gonna say hello to everybody. Okay, let's go back up and see what you're all saying. So, hey, Anna, good to see you here as always. Maoli, to see you as well. Cecilia, great to see you. Don't see you as much lately, but it's always good to have you around. Oh. Hey, Rebecca, Bex, whatever you want to call yourself these days. Just try and stick to the Bex. The Bex. Isn't that a beer or alcoholic drink? Don't drink too much. We're not having drinks. No alcohol allowed here. This is a family show. Hey, Joanne. Joanne. MLG, hello. Welcome. And I believe that is everybody here. Everybody who's arrived so far, anyway. More people may arrive. That is absolutely fine by me. It's just good to see you showing up. Just bear with me as it has been very, very warm. Everywhere, I think it's been very warm a bit everywhere. Everybody's been trying to keep themselves cool. Cool. Okay, Rebecca, that's fine. It's fine if you need to go to work, then that's fine. You need to pay the bills somehow, don't you? But it's good to just have you show up, say hi to everybody, and then after that you do what you want. You can continue having a chat. I'm quite happy for you to do that. That wasn't meant to rhyme, but anywho, you've got a rhyme. And I remember Anna mentioning with the church thing that the title I gave is actually from a famous musical or something, which I didn't know at the time, but Anna showed me a video, and I thought, oh, okay. I wasn't really going that way, but I guess it works now. To be fair, I can't remember it, but singing about "Get Me to Church on Time," that one, something I can't remember. Oh, I'm useless, aren't I? I can't remember a blooming thing. That's why I've got all these notes to tell me what I'm doing. Even then, I still don't know what I'm doing. Half the time, it's just guesswork. I just roll with the punches. I read the chat. I go along with it. Whatever you want to talk about as well, I'll talk my bit. The main part of it was talking about me going to church. That was the main aspect of the show, since that's in the title. I wanted to make sure I mentioned the church. Yeah, I know I started off with the weather, but I could feel it. And boy, I think we all can feel it. Oh, where was it? It was about time it got hot. We were looking for a bit of heat around here. It's been a weird summer, if I can even call it that. We're starting summer in autumn, essentially, because that's where we are now, is in the autumn time. Kind of time. We'll go with that. That works. I guess you've all had wonderful days. You've all tried to keep warm. Something that I finally got to do though this week, on Thursday and Friday, I managed to pull out the Hawaiian shirt. And I got the Hawaiian shirt on that Anna bought me at Christmas. Took me till the start of September before I could wear that shirt out in the streets. It's a bit disappointing, really, but better late than never. And now, whenever we do have hot weather, I can wear it still whenever I want. But it just took me a while. It just took me a while to find the gap in the weather where I knew I was going to be safe. What do you do? What can you do with the weather? I finally got to wear that shirt. I'm sorry that it took so long, but hey, as I say, it's better late than never. I think I went with the Hawaiian shirt idea because of Mr. A always wearing the Hawaiian shirts. Kind of thought this could be good for the summer periods whenever we have a summer hot spell period. Now we're getting really into the hot spell. Yeah, me too, and I'm glad I finally got to wear it as well, because I kept seeing it there and it's like, when can I wear it? When can I wear it? I mean, wearing it on the live streams, fine. Yeah, I'm wearing it. It doesn't feel like it's for the right purpose though. It feels like I'm just wearing it as a fancy outfit or a dress code or something for the week. It doesn't look like I'm using it for what it's meant to be used for. Okay, usually Hawaiian shirt is meant to be used in Hawaii, so I suppose I'm still never going to actually use it for its actual purpose, but who cares, eh? It's for the summer weather. It's nice and light, bright colours, and it makes me stand out in town. So maybe people will have a look, especially when I'm wearing my Kitten Academy shirt with the Hawaiian shirt. People tend to have a little glimpse over it. It's like, what's he wearing? Oh, he's look colourful. Ooh, what's Kitten Academy? Provided they have to get really close though to read the Kitten Academy thing. All they get to see is the logo. They have to come up really, really close. That's why I like to read the paper, so people don't get too intimidated by just staring at somebody, because in this day and age, people get a little bit antsy and paranoid when somebody starts staring at them. It's like, what's he going to do? What they're going to do? They're looking at me funny. Get away, get away. It's that kind of situation nowadays. Everybody's aware, paranoid stuff. People just... it's almost like people just want to stay away from each other. It's a real shame. I'd like to have been in a time where you could actually go down the street and have a chat with somebody. I think I'd have enjoyed that time, and I probably would have been more confident all the time as well, because, well, social media didn't exist. You can't create a fake account when you're walking around the street. It's just not possible. You can act fake, but you can't actually be fake. You are who you are when you're out on the street. You can't really fake it. Even with a fake name, you can't fake who you are. You are still you inside. But online, you can be anybody you want. If you want to be somebody else, you can, as long as you ain't breaking the law and stuff. But people do that as well. Sorry, this is a very depressing topic, and yes, I know it's a very popular topic, and it could be quite a controversial one for some. because social media is fun. It keeps people chatting. I'm happy with that, especially if I struggle to meet up with somebody. It's very uncomfortable for. It's going to be very uncomfortable for the both of us to meet for the first time. And that's, I suppose, a benefit of social media because you still get to talk to the person, but you don't have to have that pressure of trying to rush into conversation. I suppose it's good in some senses because you do get to know how each other before you meet face to face. So it is a little bit, yeah. But I suppose back in the day, you'd have been fine. You'd just go up and have a 2-hour conversation with them, or something like that. Either way, you'd have a nice long conversation and just. I don't understand this world. Yeah, get me to church on time. Yeah, I know. But I mean, I wouldn't have met any of you guys if I didn't have social media. So social media does help in some sense, but it's not like I'm gonna meet any of you guys face to face unless you decide to drop down into Derby in England. Yeah, you decide to drop on a day visit or something. Just like that. I know most of you are from the American side, so I don't think you'll be swimming across the Atlantic anytime soon. So that might be out of the box, but who knows? I do not know what the future brings. Be nice to see you all come over to me. I know a few of you are actually in the UK, so yeah, there's a chance that you could travel. Who knows? MLG, you're an antisocial one, are you? Oh, MLG, you seem so social on here, but don't we all? Don't we all seem so social? We're all good at that. How can I ramble so much? I'm sweating cobblers here. God, isn't that such an old saying? What the heck's a cobbler? Or is it sweating cobs? I have no idea. There's a load of old sayings that come up. I'm having a good sweat. They're saying thunderstorms tomorrow. That could be interesting. It could be, well, that means it's hot and cold and wet. Yeah. So I'm going to go to church and I'm going to get soaked. I'm going to be absolutely sodden. Maybe not. Who knows? All we can do is go with what the weather says. Whether it's actually true or not, nobody really ever knows. Catnip toilet paper. Oh yes, we saw that in the mailbag. But hey, we'll get to Kitten Academy because we can see some running around in the background. a lot of stuff comes to Kitten Academy that is very, very interesting stuff. But fun. But it's all fun. Mister had a good laugh at it, trying to think about putting it in the bathroom and confusing the living daylights out of people. Now that would be fun to hear about the potential adopters. Find out that they've been using catnip toilet paper. Now that doesn't even make sense, I don't think. But hey, do I ever really make sense? I just go and ramble. Yep. We're gonna go over to some sports now. This was going to be the next one along. I've always got to talk about my sports, haven't I? My local team, Derby County. But this time round, I'm gonna start off with the Americans because I know their sports season's starting very soon. This weekend, I believe they're starting. It's the NFL season, isn't it? I believe you're going to start that season off now. I'm not going to pretend that I know anything about the NFL. I believe that's the National Football League, and that's the one where they use their hands as feet. But hey, I'm not going into that one. That one's fine. The American football way has been like that for years, and it's been a very, very popular sport. And obviously, you're all passionate about your teams. I assume Anna has, and you all have your own. I know Anna has a Philadelphia, whatever animal they've chosen. Started on this past it. So I was gonna say Eagles. I was gonna go for the Philadelphia Eagles, but I'm never actually sure. Like Broncos and stuff and Bills. I don't know. Is that baseball? Do you have baseball? Well, I know you have baseball, but which one is it? Sorry, as I say, I'm not going to pretend to know anything about American sports. I kind of just throw it out there, and then it's kind of like I'll let you guys carry the conversation on. Denver Broncos. Okay, right. Hold on. Hello, Jeannie. You snuck in there, didn't you? You sneak up on everybody, don't you? Dallas Cowboys. Howdy, partner. Sorry. Hopefully I just haven't offended all the people in Dallas now. Because that was terrible. That was absolutely terrible. New Orleans Saints. Okay, it's cool. It's cool. I'm learning things as I go along here. I think I've probably seen you mention all these before, but it's kind of gone over my head, really. It's kind of like you guys all have long conversations, and it's like my brain takes forever to process stuff when it comes to reading things. So I try and make it as easy as possible for me when I write notes. It's just like, make it easy, so I don't have to read too much into it, and then let my imagination take over from there. Because all the notes are there for is just to kickstart me. Then I just continue to ramble, and then a bit more rambling maybe. But it fills the hour, and you're still here, so I am happy. Hey, squail, squall, squall, squail, squail. No, that wasn't right at all, was it? You have a squail. What is it? What the heck is that? As understandable, Annie. You've all got your passions. As I said, I've got passions about Derby County. Though we are on an international break right now, but I haven't really had a chance to talk about Derby County, and it's probably not been a topic that I've really wanted to discuss too much because, well, Derby have had a bit of an up and down season so far. Been mostly down right now. We have been buying before the transfer window ended. We did buy in a few players. We signed in 2, and then just on deadline day we signed in another one. So we signed the first 2 was a Fauna from Nottingham Forest, which got mixed results from the Derby fans. It's like, you're buying it from our local rivals who we've hated for many years, but we'll still have one of your players. I think he's done all right. And then we had John Jules from Arsenal. I like Arsenal. It's got to be my top Premier League side. It was always my top Premier League side. But I like them even more because Arsenal beat Forest a few weeks ago. So, yay. I'm glad about that. And then we had the late one, which is Elliot Embleton. So we are signing players. Or we did. Now the transfer window's over. We did miss out on a couple because it sounds like Paul Warren was trying to buy some late on. Ran out of time, I'm afraid. The transfer window is very strict. Though we can still take on players that are out of contract, I believe. It's very, very awkward to try and a very complicated situation to try and understand how transfers works because some countries have an extra week or two on transfer windows. It's very, very confusing. After all that excitement, we did manage to win against Fleetwood 1-0. So these next two games, they were pretty good for us. It was against Fleetwood, our first home win. Finally, we won at home. Sheesh, it took long enough. And then we were at Peterborough the next Saturday, and we won it 4-2. And Martin Waghorn got himself a hat-trick. So that was a really good game for us. We needed that. And yeah, it's good to have Waggy back. Martin Waghorn, how did we let him go to Coventry? He hardly played there. But he loved in Derby, and I don't even know why he left. Why did we get rid of him? They have silly reasons to get rid of him. But he came back, he's back, and he's ready to attack. Yeah. I'll go with him, whatever. And then it came to us playing Bolton. In Bolton. So we were away. It looked good at the start when we got a penalty and Hurahan made it 1-0, scored, but unfortunately, 9 minutes later, we gave them a penalty, which they scored before half-time. So we went in 1-1. And lo and behold, we had our goalkeeper sent off during the game for apparently handling it outside the box. But after that, after the Wildsmith sending off, Bolton ended up scoring and they won it 2-1. The thing about Wildsmith though, that was the most important thing. I just wonder if he'd stayed on the pitch, it would have been a different game. Because they had it. The red card was overturned after an appeal. So when he got that red card, it was a null and void red card almost, but the damage had already been done. We'd already had to replace our goalkeeper, and we were down to 10 men, so the damage had been done in that game. So if anything, we can just go and blame the referees like we always do. Typical Derby County. Let's go and blame the ref. If something goes wrong, it's the referee's fault. Well, in this case, it was. I think the referee in question actually got suspended now. Thank God. But I think a few of them should be suspended with how terrible they are sometimes. I mean, wow. It's like they're always against us, isn't it? What is it with referees that are always against us? I'm glad it got overturned because after this international break, we played Portsmouth, who are one of the top sides in the league. So he'll be available for that. So we'll have Wildsmith back for that game at least. Hopefully the referee doesn't send him off for, I don't know, handling the ball from about a mile away. It's like, how could you push the wind towards the ball? Now it's called a handball. the air touched it and it touched your hand, so now it's officially a handball and it's down the other end of it. I don't know, they keep coming up with different excuses to give red cards and no other cards. I don't even understand the new rules. It's like you can have 10 minutes extra time now just for somebody falling on the floor. It's like, what are you doing with the rules? So confusing. And as I say, the international break, thankfully, we had Ukraine versus England before I started the live stream because that was played out earlier. So that game is now finished, and I wouldn't have minded if it was playing now because it would have been. It was 1-1 before half time, and then it stayed 1-1. Pretty boring game. Absolutely everybody was going on it's boring. But we got a point out of it, but it does end our 100% record for the qualifying groups, because up till this point we won every single game, but now we've got a draw, so it's still, we've got points from everyone, but our 100% winning record is gone. But we still got a point, and we can go. Looks like we're still probably at the top. I'm not sure. I just got bored of watching it. I just went back and put my music on and just like, I'm done. I'm done with that. I don't want that coming along. Sporty sport. Yeah, we've got funny. England have got Scotland on Tuesday. Oh, there's going to be a bit. Oh, I don't even know if Joanne likes football. Do you? Are we gonna have to fight it out? Oh, Caslu, hi. It's good to see you. Good to see you to pop in at least. It's good. It's always good to have people popping in. Well, I've been eating a bit more healthier. I don't know. I don't really weigh myself that much, so I don't know. I'm hoping to try and lose weight. Maybe I have. Who knows, really? I just like to get rid of the podge that I've got. All my confidence always shows through in front of camera. You know me. I'm always confident on here. But thank you for the acknowledgement that I may be slimming up a bit. Yeah, the next time you see me, I'm going to be pencil shape. Yeah, I'm going to be that thin. Yeah, if I'm that thin, that would mean that would involve crushing a few bones and squeezing me in. And no, we're not doing that. We are not doing that. Nobody do that. Everyone's thinner, and now you're talking about chocolate. You're dangling that in front of me. It's like, oh, you're getting thinner, but here's a Snickers. I don't know. I just picked a random chocolate. Here's a Kit Kat. I haven't actually got any chocolate up here at the moment. There's some downstairs though. I might nip to get some in a bit, because you're all talking about chocolates and stuff now. I'm thinking I want some of that now. I want to get some chocolate in now. I don't know why I'm doing this kind of accent. It makes no sense, lad. I don't even know what I was. I'm just being silly. Basically, I am being me. Oh yes, more mailbag. Hey, Pink Princess. That's good to see you here. Good to always have a new member in the crowd. Welcome. Hope to see more of you in the future. And well, we're not done yet, but just say hello to you. And well, I've got many more videos to go to come up in the future. So please feel free to come in. I've got a video every week, so every day. Most of them is just kitten videos for an hour, little tribute videos. We still got to finish off the soulmates because we got Lace tomorrow, and then on Monday we've got basically a collective one. And yes, we're going for the sailing kits for next week, aren't we? And we finish on Saturday with Ocean. Yes, I do know what videos I've posted. I do know. Either way, they're all at the same time, so you can come and join us then as well. Same time, same channel. It's all up to you whether you want to come in, have a little chat, have a little natter while there's a kitten photo at the side. So it's basically to keep you all chatting, keep you all out of trouble, because I know you ladies can be a little bit naughty sometimes. No, don't worry, I'd never do that to you. Never hit a woman. No. Any man who hits a woman should be shot. That's my opinion anyway. I'll go with that one. Anyway, that's just preposterous though, isn't it? Why would you do that? I mean, sorry, I'm smiling through saying that. It's not really a happy topic to talk about, and I'm going to leave it there because I know some people have had troubles in the past, and I don't want to go there with it. So, Kitten Academy mailbag. Hey, there's a teaspoon in the room. Where am I going? I'm flying, but I've only got one wing, so I'm technically going to go around in circles. If I can stay in the air with it. Who's leaving? Jean is leaving. Okay, see ya. Pink. Oh, welcome. Welcome from Switzerland. Are you on Discord or are you just freelancing and just popping in because you saw that a random British guy's just rambling for a little bit? So I'm just curious, that's all. I like to get to know my audience as well. So I kind of notice when somebody new comes in. So I just like to get to know you. Let yourself known to the crowd. Don't worry, we don't bite much. I'm kidding. Maybe. Ooh. Teaspoon's got. Has he got a vanishing act or something? Oh, teaspoon. I don't know much about Switzerland, to be fair. I'll be honest, I don't know much about other countries in general. I can barely find my way into town, into my own town. Never mind trying to go to another country. I think people love Switzerland because you have loads of skiing resorts and stuff, don't you? So people go there for that kind of thing. Go up. Oh, you know what skiing is? Supposed to go snowboarding as well. Because you've got loads of mountains. Haven't you got the Alps? Is that in Switzerland? Swiss Alps? Is that right? This is me just guessing. I'm just trying to remember from geography at school. God help me, I'm 32, and this was about 50, about was it about 17 years ago now. So I'm trying to track back 17 years here, and it might be 18 years. I'm not sure, but this is me trying. Swiss. Oh, thank God for that. Oh, Swiss helps. I got it right. Yay! I got to the right. I take that as a victory. And I should really stop doing that. Oh, I really need to have a drink. Oh. Well, I'm glad you can at least speak English on, because that's all we're allowed to speak on here. Just to be fair to everyone else, because there may be a few on here who have had an education in other languages, but I'm afraid I'm not one of them. So I try and stick with English on this. I think we can all speak a bit of cat. Hey, squall again. They're loving that butterfly toy. But butterfly toys have always been a favourite in the academy. Just ask Bessie. She really got a chance to love them. Mr. A had a massive lineup of them. That was crazy. That was a crazy day. Because Bessie was just jumping from each one to the other. It was a complete setup. It was fun. It was so fun and adorable to watch. 47 minutes? Are you serious? Have I really been going 47 minutes? It's me again, isn't it? I just get rambling and the time flies by. What does it say? Time flies when you're having fun. Oh yeah, we're having fun. We're all having fun here. I'm sorry. This is great entertainment. I know. Oh, Derby. That's the city I live in. Derby. Oh, you're actually up near Scotland. You're like the next call to Scotland. Yes, Derby. That's why it's kind of why that's yeah, that's it really. I live in Derby. Do you? I don't know whether I'll know them. Maybe I will. Who knows? But I don't think they need. I'm not doubting that somebody's from Derby where you are. That's good. That's good. It's good. It's good to have friends around. I want to meet somebody who watches Kitten Academy, who is actually living in Derby, and I can just go and meet up with them. I don't want just friends from across the globe or at great distance. I want somebody to want to come and actually have a chat with me about Kitten Academy, or have lunch or whatever. Just hang out. But it's hard. It's hard to find somebody in Derby. maybe one day. One day. I know that there's at least one Discorder from Derby. Oh, and I believe that's Nicola. She actually did another article in the Telegraph today. It was about the part with Sadlergate. You remember last year in the dinosaur video last year, where Richie he walked actually down Sadlergate in that bit, went past the hideout, went down that little road. That's Sadlergate. So Nicola was talking about there, talking about getting it back because it used to be such a popular place to go down to Sadlergate, but as the shopping centres have become bigger and everything, people have forgotten about there because there used to be some great shops down, but they all closed and then went off into the Derby, and basically everything was shutting down. But now they're trying to build it back up in the Sadlergate area down that long walk. It deserves to be because it is a nice little walk. I mean, that's where Richie walked down. So that it's a nice little area to shop, and they are trying to open up new shops, and that's great. That's great. We're bringing back some of the older bits of Derby. Something that I know you guys will be quite interested in. You seem quite interested in the history of Derby, and I'm trying to learn stuff, but it's like it goes in one ear and out the other. I'm trying to learn, and if you did come down, I want to be prepared with some activities to do, because I can't just go, okay, we're coming for lunch, and then leave you. It's like I want to give us something to do. I mean, we'd all gather around and sit at the river gardens, which would be nice and suitable because they've got seating, benches, and stuff. So we could just enjoy a chill out watching the ducks battle. Oh, goodness, I got into a little ramble again, but yeah, Sadlergate. I'm so glad that it's making its comeback. It's because of this pub that they run, is sort of Shakespeare Inn, something like that. Is a new pub. It used to be called something else, but then somebody new has recently took it over and refurbished it, and it's hoping what brings people down Sadlergate again, because that'd be great. Used to be kind of a shortcut for those who wanted to go to Queen Street Baths, because you walk down there and then you cut off up and then you came out. Queen Street Baths, it used to have swimming pools, but I think the swimming centre is closed down since. It's a shame, really, because people haven't really got many activities anymore. So it's nice to see that Derby are trying to bring some things back to life. Things that the Derby and the Market Hall can't take away. You can't take away the history from Derby, can you? There was some good photos in the paper today about how it used to look, and it's wow. There used to be cars that actually went down that bit. Not dinosaurs, not dinosaurs in suits. It was actually a road. Cars were parked down it and everything. It's like, oh, actually, most of the streets and stuff used to be. I mean, you've seen the quad where all the events take place. That used to be a road to go straight through to the council house, but since then it got closed off, and there's now big a big quad area where they've been hosting events recently. But it's these things that have changed over the years, and you see old photos and you're like, that's not the same place, surely. Because I just walked over there and there was no road. But about 50 years ago, there was a road everybody could drive through. I see them occasionally in the Telegraph, and they're the sort of ones that you remember when you see a road that isn't there anymore, but you know where that road was. And it's like, and you know that you walk past that bit every day, because I walk past the quad every day because it's along my route. It's like, I could never imagine there being an actual road there where cars could drive through. I mean, you see vehicles go there, but it's not like they're going through to go. It used to be a way up to the cathedral, I guess, because you could. Well, it was the road, wasn't? And I guess you used to go down that bit, and you used to actually go down Sadlergate, because it was, you had to do is do an S bend, and you'd be down Sadlergate. So I'm guessing you all remember. It's a great. It's Derby has a lot of great history that has been lost because of all the modern stuff that they've been putting in. It's a shame. It really is a shame. So Nicola really hit the nail on the head in her Telegraph article. I don't know. I can't. It's difficult. It'd be difficult for me to show you, but she did a great thing showing you telling you about what used to be down there, all the shops and entertainment that used to be there, and it's amazing what used to be there. But they're bringing it back now. It had a lull, it went down, but now it's coming back and it's going, hey, I'm still here. This street isn't completely dead. I'm still here. The street is still around and it's still kicking and fighting. There's more shops coming in now. I think it's because most of the shops that were down there were more independent. More, if they didn't make any money, they'd close down and, well, they'd be forgotten about because there was only one of them. Because it was kind of a intimate situation. You kind of knew the people in the area, so it's kind of like people came back daily or something, and you got to know them. That's that sort of area down that street. You got to know your regulars, but now every one of those has been moved into the Derby, and they've got something just as good. And it's a shame. You want to feel like it's your place to go to. It's like your go-to place. You know it's going to be a bit more quieter. It's a cafe. You get your morning, you get your bagel, you get your coffee, tea, whatever. You get your breakfast. But you don't have to be around too many people, and you might talk to the same people you did yesterday and every day. It's like a community. It's a community thing, I suppose. You get to talk to people daily. You get into that kind of rhythm, and it's nice. It's nice to have that. They're trying to get that back again. They're trying to do it with loads of bits of Derby that need to be I feel that need to be brought back. I don't really mind how they do it. It'd just be nice to bring some of that stuff back. One day Derby will be back to its old. It's be back to being awesome, and we'll go old school. Which just some parts of it we're going old school. Obviously, we're gonna stick with the Derby and everything. That's the modern era. I can't believe they're taking out the Eagle Market. That's one that we're gonna miss, because that used to be such a market. I used to get my school trousers from there. It's like that one's gone. I'm not saying that that's the only reason why I wanted. I actually got one of my last Hawaiian shirts from that marketplace. Now it's blooming closed. Now everybody who actually worked there, they've now got to find another place, or they're out of business completely, and now they've got nothing now. They have no business, so they've got to go and find another way of making money. If they can't find a residence or something, some sort of plot land where they can reopen their business. Really? Well, we've hit the hour mark then. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to say goodbye to you all and thank you. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. I do hope to see some of you for Lace tomorrow, the mum cat of the Soulmates class. You have all been absolutely wonderful, and I will see you again for another live stream as well in the future. I don't know what it will be, but don't forget in the comments section, if you wanted me to talk about something specific, you can just tell me what you would like me to talk about. Try not to overdo your votes. You get one vote, so make it a good one. Make sure you don't waste it. You get one. You get one chance to pick a topic because we want others to get involved as well. And if you do post a list, I'll just take the first one that you've said, and I'll ignore the others. So, okay. I'll this is me trying to end the stream. An hour later, I'm still trying to say goodbye. Okay. See you next time. See you tomorrow for Lace for those who are coming. Bye.